Okay, what about Nernst equation? Do you read that derivation? Do you have any confusion there? Children? Tell me yes or no.
No, ma'am.
No. What about others? So you understood that, right? Okay, in the last class, we had learned about electrochemical series, then applications of electrochemical series, and we derived Nernst equation, especially for Daniell cell, right? Okay, what do you mean by this electrochemical series? Rijas, can you tell me?
It is an arrangement of various elements in the
Yes.
standard electrode
Yes,
potential.
increasing or decreasing order of standard electrode potential. Okay, fine. Then what about its applications? Naureen, can you tell me the applications of electrochemical cell series? Sorry,
To
electrochemical.
calculate uh, to calculate the EMF of the electrochemical cell
Yes.
and to compare the reactivity of elements,
Hmm.
to predict the feasibility of cell reactions,
Yes.
to predict the products of electrolysis.
Okay. So these are the applications of electrochemical series. Then among the electrochemical series, which one is the good oxidizing agent? Vidur, can you tell me which one is the good oxidizing agent? You can look at the electrochemical series. That's in your textbook, page number 71. And from that series, you can tell me which one is the good oxidizing agent. Vidur? Where are you? Yes, tell me.
Fluorine.
Yeah, it's fluorine. Why? Why it's fluorine? Tell me. It's a good oxidizing agent because it has the most reduced form. Okay. The reduction reaction mostly take place in this fluorine. And in the case of lithium, it is the good reducing agent. Okay. Because more oxidation reaction take place there. Then what about the Nernst equation? Okay. You can write the Nernst equation. E cell is equal to E minus cell minus RT by NF, then log. Okay, we can write in terms of galvanic cell. Okay, now it becomes 2F, RT by 2F log. First you write Ln, concentration of Zn2 plus divided by concentration of Cu2 plus, right? This is the Nernst equation to find out the cell potential of Daniell cell. Okay, then we just convert it into from natural logarithm to base, and it becomes E minus cell. This is the standard cell potential minus 2.303 RT by 2F, sorry, log concentration of Zn2 plus by concentration of Cu2 plus. Okay. Then we know the values of this R, T, F, etc. Right? What do you mean by R? R,
Gas constant.
yeah, universal gas constant. And you know the value. It is 8.314. Then what about temperature? We can take the standard temperature, that is 293 Kelvin. Then what about F, Faraday's constant? Its value also given for you. What's that value? It is 96,487. Then after substituting all these values, this equation becomes 0.059 divided by 2 log concentration of Zn2 plus divided by concentration of Cu2 plus. Okay. E minus cell, that is the standard cell potential. Then R is the universal gas constant. T is the temperature. Then F is the Faraday's constant. Then the concentration of Zn2 plus and concentration of Cu2 plus. So this is the Nernst equation to calculate the cell potential of Daniell cell. Have we completed?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then we can write the general equation. Okay, we can find out the general Nernst equation for any chemical reaction. So before that, you have to write the equation. The chemical equation. Wait. AA plus BB gives CC plus CD. You can write this as general equation, or for general chemical reactions, we can write the Nernst equation. E cell is equal to E0 cell minus RT by NF ln concentration of C. This one is capital C. Okay, capital C whole raised to C. This one is the coefficient. Okay, these small letters are the coefficients. Okay, into concentration of D raised to small letter d divided by concentration of A raised to small letter a, then concentration of B raised to B. So for general equations, this is the Nernst equation to find out the cell potential of that cell. Okay. You can either write E0 cell or E minus cell. Both of them represent the standard state. Okay. You can either choose this option or this one. Okay, now I will write one representation of a cell. Then you should find out the Nernst equation for that. Just to substitute, that's enough. Okay, not to find out the values, just for substituting. Have you completed this one? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then I will write the representation of a cell. Then you have to write the Nernst equation for that. Nickel, it's in solid state, bar, nickel 2 plus, aqueous state, Ag plus, aqueous state, Ag. Okay, and the cell reaction is nickel, it's in solid state, plus 2Ag plus aqueous state gives Ni 2 plus aqueous state plus 2Ag. That's in solid state. We have to just write the Nernst equation for this chemical reaction. You have to consider this solid state concentration in unity. Okay. Concentration of this nickel and silver in solid state is considered as unity. Then write the Nernst equation. E cell, that is equal to finished. Minus RT by, what about the value of N here? N, number of electrons. Here also it's 2. Okay, 2F, then Ln, concentration of, which one will come in the numerator? Ag or Ni? Tell me.
Ni.
Which one?
Ni.
That's correct. Ni2 plus. Because it's anode by cathode. Okay. Ag plus. So this is the Nernst equation for the above
Ma'am,
cell. Yes.
Ag plus raised to 2, right?
Here 2 Ag, but you should write it as Ag plus. Then here you have to put 2. Okay. 2 ions here. So the powers should be that coefficients from the above equation. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Whether any coefficient here, you have to mention it as powers in the form of Nernst equation. This is clear for you?
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you explain that?
Which one? How to write this one?
Yes, ma'am.
There is one general equation to write the Nernst equation for any cell. Okay. That is E cell is equal to E minus cell. This one is the standard cell potential. Standard cell potential minus RT by NF. R means universal gas constant, T means temperature, N means number of electrons, and F is Faraday's constant. Then Ln, concentration of anode divided by concentration of cathode. And in the case of Daniel cell, zinc is the anode and copper is the cathode. And we write the equation, right? Similarly, from this representation, we can find out nickel is the anode and Ag is the cathode. So only need to write the concentration terms, nickel in the numerator and silver in the denominator. And also need to write 2 instead of N because 2 electrons are there. That's it. Now it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you are not able to learn that derivation, at least you should learn that Nernst equation. Okay, in the final form. Finished? Okay, then in the next topic, we are going to find out the equilibrium constant from this Nernst equation. Okay, relation between equilibrium constant and the cell potential. Before that, in this electrochemical reaction, you know that certain electrons are moving from electrolytes to electrodes, certain ions are moving from electrodes to electrolytes, like that. That means the concentration of, in the case of Daniel cell, the concentration of zinc ions and copper ions, they are varied. Sometimes the copper ions increasing, sometimes zinc ions increasing, right? And at a particular stage at which the voltmeter shows zero reading. Along with this movement of zinc ions and copper ions, they will show some measurement or value in the voltmeter. We should measure this voltage using a voltmeter. And at a certain point, the voltmeter shows zero reading. That means no ions are moving there or no exchange take place there. That means that system, it's reached that equilibrium. This is clear. The copper ions and zinc ions. In the case of Daniel cell, copper ions and zinc ions, their amount is varying. That means sometimes copper ions increase, otherwise zinc ions increased. And at a stage which voltmeter shows zero reading, that means no ions are moved there. No movement of ions take place there. And it is known as equilibrium state. Okay, that system reached that equilibrium state. And we are going to find out what's the relation between this equilibrium constant and the cell potential. Okay, using this Nernst equation, we are going to find out the relation between these two. So you can write the heading equilibrium constant from Nernst equation. Equilibrium constant from Nernst equation. Okay. Then first you have to write the Nernst equation. E cell is equal to minus cell minus 2.303 RT by 2F log concentration of Zn2 plus divided by concentration of Cu2 plus. So this is the Nernst equation for Daniell cell. Then at equilibrium state, E cell is equal to 0. E cell is equal to 0. That means the left side of this equation, the left side of the first equation is 0. Okay, so we can write it as E minus cell. That means the standard cell, that is equal to 2.303 RT by 2F log concentration of Zn2 plus divided by concentration of Cu2 plus. Okay. Then at equilibrium, log concentration of Zn2 plus divided by concentration of Cu2 plus is taken as log Kc. This Kc is the equilibrium constant. Okay, at equilibrium, log concentration of Zn2 plus divided by concentration of Cu2 plus is equal to log Kc. Then we can substitute all other values like R, T, F, etc. It becomes you can write sorry. Okay, thank you, Achut. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. Then we are going to learn the relationship between the Gibbs energy and electrochemical cell. What do you mean by Gibbs energy? That means the free energy. Okay, Gibbs energy means the free energy. There is one equation is there that is to connect this electrochemical cell and Gibbs energy. That is delta Rg. This is the representation of Gibbs energy. That is equal to minus NF E Z. Okay, this is the equation that relate the Gibbs energy with the cell potential or the electrochemical cell. Only need to just learn this equation and we can apply it in different types of cells, electrochemical cells. And we can also write it in the standard form. Okay, today we have learned about the derivation of Nernst equation, then the relationship between equilibrium constant from Nernst equation. That means the relationship between the equilibrium constant and the cell potential. Then the next one is the relationship between Gibbs energy and cell potential. All of you just try to derive that relation of Nernst equation and just go through each steps. Okay. Then if you find any difficulty in any topic, you can ask me either through WhatsApp or in the next class. Okay, children? Okay, then let me take your attendance. Just wait. Okay, then all of you just read through that steps. Okay, and try to work out that derivation. Then if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Okay. Then all the best for your chemistry exam. All of you write it well. Okay. Okay, children. Thank you. See you in the next class. Bye.